My name is Kerry. I'm a student here at JTech, and today we have a crank no start on this Chevy Aveo. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to verify the customer concern. There's three reasons why the engine would crank but not start. There's the three things it needs is air, fuel, and also spark. So we're going to verify the customer concern right now by just going to the car and trying to start it. And as you can see, the vehicle would not start. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do our first step in Diag, and we're alright. So one thing you can do is you could do a test to listen for the fuel pump to cut on. The fuel pump is in the back, right up under this back seat. So we'll see if we can hear that. And let me do it one more time. I did not hear the fuel pump cut on, so that's telling me that the engine may not be getting fuel. Another thing we can do is take the scan tool here. Turn the scan tool on and pull some trouble codes if we can. And as you can see, it's pulling up some codes. We're at 30% detected. None of those codes would cause it to not start. Some of them would cause it to run bad, like this O2 sensor problem or the throttle body problem, but none of those would cause the engine to not start. So we can verify that it doesn't have any codes that would cause it to not start. While we're here and with the scan tool pulled up, you can do a functional test, and you can go to the fuel pump, the output controls here, and scroll until you see the fuel pump relay on off, and see if you can hear. Make sure the key is on.
How about you guys pick on me, dude? Because like I'm the one that teaches for the team. You know what I'm saying? You were talking?
All right. So now the fuel pump relay is off. Let's see if we can make it command on. And I didn't hear anything, so that tells me that there's something going on with the electrical issue, with the electrical side of this fuel pump. Alright, so another test you could do to make sure that it's getting spark and it's getting everything that it needs other than fuel is you could do a starter fluid test, which in that test you would just spray starter fluid into the intake. As you can see, the vehicle started as soon as you sprayed the fuel into it. Now that we know it's an electrical problem for the reason that the fuel pump's not coming on, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this lid off the fuse box, and I'm going to look for the fuel pump relay, which I've already found it. I know it's this relay right here. I did a few tests and found out that the relay is good itself, but the connection where the relay goes into the fuse box is really loose. So that's the reason that the fuel pump will not come on. See this one right here? This is a relay that's not loose at all. This one right here is the relay for the fuel pump, and as you can see, it's really loose.